Certainly 4 points helps that, but we've at no stage been any different in our commitment in the way that we've gone about our training. So, all that was all systems ahead. And, as I said, it was a great four-quarter effort by the boys. I mean, previous weeks we'd probably shown some good football, but hadn't been able to sustain it. So, it was certainly a nice turnaround. We played the game, and, it eventuated like that last week. But, nothing's changed. We know what roles we have to play. It was just, I think, a really good team effort, and 22 players contributing and knowing what they had to do. Yeah, I mean, confidence is a funny thing, and, ask any sports person, how do you get confidence and how do you lose confidence? It's a really tough question, but there's nothing like a win to help that confidence. As I said before, even though it was winless, the boys remained confident. They remained and believed in what they were doing, and they knew that if they committed to that, then things would turn around. Every game you come away, win, lose or draw, and you know that you have to improve on certain things. We were very pleased in a lot of aspects, but certainly we know that as each week progresses that we have to get better, and there were probably some easy goals that Western Bulldogs got, and we know, and the team knows that they have to do some things a little bit better. So, as I said, it's about continual improvement, and we're certainly working towards that. Well, hopefully that Jeff is an important player for our side. He offers something different. And it was pleasing to see Jeff last week in the second half really get back to the form that he showed last year. So I think he knows that he has to work hard. He's got a few tricks up his sleeve, but he's also got to come in and play what's expected of him from his other teammates and from the coaches. Oh, Jeff's a very good defensive player, but he's also a very good offensive player. So, when he can sort of get that right balance, he becomes a very hard player to match up with. Well, if they keep kicking goals, you certainly can. It's as I said, every game unfolds differently, and West Coast are a completely different side. They brought in 3 tools, but we believe that if we play the football that we've shown throughout the year, and particularly last week over 4 quarters, that if we can get football into Henderson and Waite, then they're very dangerous. So we've also got to back ourselves. West Coast are a very good side, and they've responded well under Adam Simpson. Maybe it hasn't gone as well as they wanted the last 2 weeks, but defensively they're a very good side, and we know that we have to certainly work hard to get a winning score ourselves. But as I said, they'll want to rebound, and they've got some dangerous forwards up there. In Darling's in outstanding form. Kennedy's always dangerous, and so we've got to make sure that we stop that supply. So although they haven't kicked as many goals as they want to, on their day they certainly can be very dangerous. No regrets at all. I mean, Chris is probably an unlucky player in the fact that it was in the mechanism of how he did his hamstring, and that could have happened to anyone in the AFL. The good thing is that Chris is very positive. He's very professional, and he'll be back sooner rather than later. So, as I said, unfortunately, those sorts of things happen in our game. What are we into round 6? There's going to be a lot of changes from here now to the end. So, as I said, we've just, as I said before, we've got to keep believing in what we're doing, and the players are right behind that belief. And we know that each week presents different challenges, and this week's going to present a lot more different challenges. But I've seen during the week that again that they're a very committed group, and round 6 is a very small part of the season, and there's no doubt we can turn it around. You've got to have that right balance of experience, but the other good thing is they're all in good form too. I mean, Jamison was in outstanding form, and he's only missed 1. McLean went back, and his last 2 performances in the VFL have been outstanding. And Garlett, as I said, turned it around in the second half last week. So they come in with confidence, and as I said, certainly that experience will help us. Well, it's got to be important. They've got some pretty good tools out there, and Cox and Natanui, I mean, probably, arguably the best 2 ruckmen in the competition. So Robbie realises his impact and his ability to win his fair share, because we got some pretty good ground players, as they do. But he was outstanding, particularly in the first half last week when the game was up to be won. So we've got full confidence that he can continue that. Look, there are players that can play in that role, You'd say you'd be disappointed that Ed's out, but that's the fact. He is out, and other guys will step up. And I think that's the beauty of depth in a side, and we believe we've got depth in our side that other players can certainly do what's asked of them.